All right, quick one here with some breaking news. Victor Wembanyama is out for the remainder of the season with a blood clot in his shoulder, his right shoulder. Now, this news is just breaking, so the sources, the details of this are depending on how much we get could alter. But what I'm seeing right now is this is the same blood clot that forced Chris Bosh to retire. I think anyone that knows a little bit about blood clots know they can be life-threatening and it's very serious, right? And this is just, look, I usually don't do videos like this, right? But this is a blow to basketball, to the NBA. Just, first off, you can't put basketball ahead of life. I shouldn't go there, right? We all understand Wemby has to put his life and livelihood first. We all understand that. That goes without saying. But we talk about where we're at with basketball in the NBA, the ratings are down and who's going to carry the torch. I was just starting to believe in Wemby. Now, you can call me late to the party, but I was skeptical at the frame, the body, being a player from France, right? Let's be honest, there's a stigma with that, right? And you watched him this past weekend at the All-Star weekend, and he was like the only guy taking it serious, playing hard, right? We all saw the viral clip of him getting mad at Alpi for not rotating over, reading the book in the locker room. And then I even thought the skills challenge was a positive sign. Everyone assumed it was Chris that came up with the strategy. Then they said it was Wemby. But I had said in a patron podcast at the beginning of the week, like, I like that Wemby is willing to use the dark side of the force, and not be this jovial friends with everybody guy, because I think things would be much more difficult for him. Again, with the stigma of being a French player, his built, right? Like, he can't just be this nice guy. And I think he understood that, or I'm talking like in the past, I think he understands that. And, I think this is just bad news. My initial thought, honestly, before I got the details that it was a blood clot, I was like, yo, the Spurs are tanking, right? They're tanking because they've done some weird stuff with the lineups the last, obviously Pop isn't on the bench right now, but the what's the Rodman kid with the hair running point? That was super weird. They're still not starting Fox and Chris Paul. There's a bunch of weird rotational things going on with the Spurs, even though they went and got Fox. It felt like, all right, they were like, hey, maybe we'll just tank this one final season here because this is a good draft. And then next year, we're going to come out the gates with Fox, Castle, Wemby, and another, lottery pick. But unfortunately, that doesn't seem like the case, man. And look, this was the question. This was the question all along, right? Like, as a player at that size, how durable is he going to be? Now, I don't think anybody foresaw this being the issue. And I'm sure Bill Simmons will quickly give us a history on players of his size and how long they play in the league, from Yao Ming to George Mearshon. And Manu Bol played a long time, right? But when you get over, I think it's like 7'2", the likelihood that you're going to have a long career, it's not good. And I think that myself included, scared a lot of people just initially when he came out. Like, we'll see how long this lasts. So hopefully, with today's medical science and technology, this can be something that he can get over and continue to ascend to, what many people think is going to be the face of the league, the next up guy. And again, I never question the talent. I question the durability and the mentality. And over the last couple weeks, he's shown me in mentality, like, okay, he could be this guy. Now he's just got to stay on the court. And then this happens, man. So yeah, man, that's tough. I thought I would just tap in real quick with my thoughts. Obviously, prayers out to him, and it can be much bigger than basketball. But what a blow to the NBA and the basketball world if Wembanyama is not going to be a part of it moving forward, because it sounds like the Chris Bosh was older than Wemby, but again, a guy this size, the odds aren't great, man. So prayers out to Wemby, and hopefully we get him back sooner rather than later, because he really is one of the great hopes and futures of the NBA and basketball. Hit that like, share, and subscribe. I'm out, y'all.